5 p.m., so I request all participants to settle in. Meanwhile, you may share in the chat where you're joining from and which project of Naksh Foundation you're part of. Please make sure your audio is muted. We encourage you to switch on your camera to make the session interactive. This session is being streamed on YouTube, so please remember only those participants who will attend all 6 sessions will be issued a certificate of training. Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to day one of the CyberShield 6 Days Capacity Building and Training Workshop, an initiative of Naksh Foundation. I am Asmi, and it's my pleasure to co host today's session with Riddhi. We'll be leading you through the program and supporting you throughout the session. CyberShield was built on a simple belief: if every volunteer learns how to manage their cyber safety well, we can protect thousands of people who have never heard of phishing, fraud, grooming, or digital rights. Over the next 6 evenings, we are going to shape ourselves into trainers who speak with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Today is the foundation. Before we teach anyone else, we must understand the battlefield we are standing on, the digital threats, the psychology of scams, and the tricks criminals use to control their targets. If you're ready to start this journey, type ready in the chat. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker for of the series, Mr. Sumar Malik, Assistant Professor at Lingyas Vidyapeeth. Our speaker today is an accomplished legal professional and educator with strong expertise in ADR, cyber law, and human rights. He currently serves as an assistant professor at Lingyas Vidyapeeth, where he designs engaging lectures and specialist training programs. He has done LLM from Queen Mary University of London, and he is presently pursuing his PhD at Manavratna University. He founded Global Citizens Opinion, a platform promoting political and social awareness. His certifications from UNICEF, UNODC, and Lloyd Law College, along with their participation in global forums like the World Cybersecurity Summit, reflects his commitment to continuous learning and legal research. We are honored to welcome you, sir, today. Without further ado, I would like to hand over the mic to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Asmi. And I think my voice is going to be a little bit interrupted because of heavy day workload and everything. So please, apologies in starting also. So before starting the session shall I like going to conduct in which language, Hindi or English? Which one is comfortable for all the participants?
So both are fine, Hindi as well
Both are
as
fine.
English.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we have participants from southern part of the India, then we can surely shall conduct in English. Do we have from people from southern India like Bangalore and everything like that? I think yes. There are South Indians I can see. Okay, so we are going to conduct this session in English only, and in between also we are going to switch to Hindi as well for some of the hardcore Hindi audience as well, because I can understand in conferences or like in sessions like this, there's a mixed audience who some understand Hindi and some understand English, and I think the main purpose of this organization and today's session is to make sure. Where you are from any part of India, you should understand about the cybersecurity much better. So let's start it. Let me share my screen first. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay, so today's session topic is Cyber Universe 101, Understanding the Digital Threat Landscape. So before starting about this topic in depth, we should like give let's see like why we are doing this particular session today. Because as we know, today's world is completely divided into two spheres. One is your physical sphere and one is your cyber sphere. And to understand both of the world, we need to acquire the knowledge of both the world as well. Okay, traditionally we used to study in law about your basic criminal laws, okay, like the BNS, your evidence, your corporate law, which are your normal traditional laws which governs our society, our physical world. So now what about our cyber world, our cyberspace? So to understand that particular subject, how we should govern, how we should function in this, what are the threats over there, and how we are going to navigate through those threats. So today's session is going to focus about on this. And as we know, today's our life from like from morning till we go to the sleep, we use our cell phones. We all of are on our devices. We all are using our cell phones, our laptops. We always on social media or any other platform. It can be like your X, where you can consume a lot of news as well. So it become very pivotal. Plus we do a lot of online transactions also, especially after your UPI introduction by the government of India. So this session becomes really important to get to know what are the real threats which we are facing today in the cyberspace and the cyber world. So let's start with our first topic in itself. What is cybercrime? So very like as you all know, our principal law in cyber law is your IT Act 2000. But and our IT Act 2000 is based on unilateral model law of 1966. But there is a small catch in it. In IT Act, there is no definition of cybercrime. So in the entire act with the 100 plus sections, there is no mention what is cybercrime. Then how we define what is cybercrime? So there are a lot of jurists, and after going through all the sections of IT Act, it has been concluded that all the crimes which are committed through the internet or on the internet or with the help of technology are considered as the cyber crimes. So like your frauds, which you see, your UPI frauds, your nowadays you can see the deep fake also. So all these are come into the preview of cybercrime. Now moving forward, what are the evolution of cybercrime in India? So before going to like in depth about the evolution of cybercrime in India, let's see a little bit about how cyber law in general or the cybercrime in general come into the picture. So the first we can see the traces of cyber law in early 1940s after World War II or something like that. Because at that time your army, your navy start using some of the techniques. So the cyber law actually came into the picture as the result of the spying, espionage, as we say. So in the Cold War era, the USSR and the USA used to espionage on each other. So they used to track the cell phone, the traditional telephone. They used to hack submarines through it. So because of these, the trickle down of cyber laws start getting in 1970s rapidly, and in 1990s we can see the rapid boom and rapid urge of bringing the cyber law in picture. Why? Because in 1993 we see with Amazon, yes, it was Amazon. We see the first online payment and the purchase. And after that, in 1996, the unilateral model law came into the picture. And on that unilateral model law, our IT Act 2000 came into the picture. But in India, if we specifically talk about the cybercrime history or the evolution of cybercrime, so we can trace it up to early 2000s. So what happens early 2000s? Can you see my PPT? Yeah. Okay. So basic hacking and email fraud. So what are these? So the cybercrime in specifically in this particular era is very limited to very specific crime like phishing, website defacements, and basic hackings. So these kind of very normal, I will say, the very first generation cyber crimes emerges in India in 2000 to 2010. And as we all know, IT Act 2000 was there to prevent some of these crimes also, especially the section 46, section 45, then section 65A, subclause B, C, and lot of sections in the IT Act cover all these basic hacking and all these, I will say, the first generation cyber crimes in India. Now, then the second phase of cyber crimes in India came into the picture in the year between 2010 to 2016. What are these? These are specifically were financial frauds and social media crimes. So the your credit card frauds, your online banking fraud, fake job scams, social media abuse, and impersonation. What is impersonation? Like it's something like you are presenting yourself someone else. So today, if I uh, start chatting with, for example, Shaurya, and I present as myself as Ask Me, then it is called a personification. Like I'm personifying Ask Me. Like I am not Sumer, but I'm Ask Me. So these crime we can see in the specific era of 2010 to 2016. Then our third generation cyber crime evolved, which specifically come with the introduction of UPI in India. So these are the cyber crimes which are specifically related to UPI revolution and organized cyber syndicates. So as we all know, how UPI become now are like very important part of our life. All our transactions, like what we order from, even from Zomato, Swiggy, we use Instamart. Even if we like need a small packet of milk, 30 rupees milk, so we usually prefer to stay home. बहुत ठंड हो रही है, कौन जाएगा बाहर, तो सब घर में आराम से we order these like products at our home. So what happened because of the introduction of UPI? Now the criminals, the cyber criminals, get the new ideas, like how to earn money. So what they are start doing, they start doing UPI frauds, your OTP scams, and KYC update scams, and the organized syndicates. Like I think everyone have heard of the name of Jamtara. There's a Bollywood movie on this as well. So it's a place in Jharkhand where these cyber criminals exist, from where they do these kind of financial frauds. There are certain hotspots in India where these syndicates work, like the Mewat region and the parts of Rajasthan, where these syndicates actually operates very freely. And to stop these kind of cyber attacks or the cyber crimes, the government of India introduced some of the programs as well, like your cyber Swachhta Kendra in 2017, and they tried to strengthen the CRET in also. It's an organization in India which deal with the your cyber crimes and the cyber complaints as well. Now, let's come to the fourth phase of cyber crimes, which actually start happening during the COVID. So, COVID was not enough to torture us, so we humans devise internet as our another enemy. So, what we start doing, so what happened in COVID? We all remember work from home has been introduced. Everyone is working from home, everyone is staying at home. People start using UPI actually more frequently because of COVID as well. If you remember, because the exchange of money, because we have to touch money if we have to give the cash to someone, so people start avoiding the cash, so they start preferring the UPI payment. Then during this specifically this era 2020 till 2024, your fake UPI links, work from home scams, ransom aware attacks, deep fake voice and voice scam, sextortion, and social engineering kind of stuff start happening. Now what are these I think you all heard, like I don't think so I need to explain each one of this, although we are going to explain some of the very specific scams which I just mentioned right now. But these scams which are seeing between 2020 to 2024 is also the result of not only the COVID, not only the result of UPI, but our introduction of artificial intelligence as well. So your intelligence start getting some boost in 2020. Now let's come to the present situation. Now this is the fifth phase of your cyber, I will say, cybercrime in India going on right now currently. So these cybercrimes actually very heavily depends on AI. So what these cyber criminals are doing, they are using artificial intelligence as a tool, not for the not for the like benefit of the society, but for committing more cybercrime in our cyberspaces. So some of the most common cybercrimes which are happening nowadays are AI generated deep fakes for impersonation, crypto scams and digital investment frauds, account takeover attacks, and dark web operations selling data, tools, and malwares as well. So they are using artificial intelligence to do all these stuffs in a cyberspace and in our cyber world. Now, the most important thing in right now between this era of 2020 to 2024 is that your chat GTP also introduced in this particular era. Your Gemini AI is also come in this era. The AI is booming like anything currently. And AI, which is meant to be for the benefit of human civilization, which is actually a benefit for the human civilization. I am not contradicting that particular statement, but there are certain negative use of that particular technology is also happening currently. So now these are some of the cyber crimes which we are dealing today, and now I will explain furthermore on some of the modern digital threats which we are facing on day-to-day basis. The first one is your AI-driven scams. So the first type of AI-based your cybercrime is your automated phishing. So what it does, the AI generates actually very realistic email messages and websites that mimics banks, companies, and government portals. It shows and it presents itself like these are the authentic websites of the bank. This mail, sometimes I think you all of you have received lot of mails to like lot of advertisement mails as well, a lot of bank mail as well. So before clicking on any link which you received in a mail or in a message, always please check the email ID from which it is coming from, because the AI is actually using very similar email IDs. So for example, if my official email ID is Sumay Malik at the rate lingyasvidyapet.edu.in, then what AI will do? AI will put Sumer Malik, a very small dot, and then at the rate lingyasvidyapet.edu.in. So what happens in these kind of scenario? We are very as a human being, we know differences. So AI using these kind of techniques, and because of which it becomes very easy for them to mimic someone else emails as an authentic email. So again, it's a caution again. So before clicking any link which you received in your email or message, which shows like it is coming from a bank, especially it is happening a lot of with the bank emails, because a lot of people have to check their transactions also, plus their bank balances also. Sometimes they receive messages like your Aadhaar, your credit card is going to be blocked on this particular date. So you will receive these kind of messages. First, go and check whether it is an authentic email or not, and then click on it. Next kind of is the voice cloning scams. So it's a very fascinating crime which is happening nowadays. So what happens? The criminals actually record few seconds of person's voice and generate fake calls asking for money or OTPs. This kind of a same incident actually happened recently in Delhi also. It becomes very popular on social media, where a guy actually driving a car and he suddenly receives a call from his one of his friend, and his friend is saying ki mera accident ho gaya, like I got in an accident, please kindly send me 10,000 rupees. And he was like, okay, I'll be sending you. But somehow his, I think, mind click or his memory click, he just called his friend again and he asked, do you ask for money for me? Actually the person is calling from the other person's phone number, and he said like, in an accident I lost my phone, this and that. So it's a very big story. It become very like huge news also, like how the cyber criminals now using this voice techniques, where you can actually manipulate someone for asking for money and OTPs of their bank accounts. So beware again, if you receive any such call, please contact the person, like your father or your mother, like, or any friend. If he's calling from any another number to ask for OTP or money, always call on his original number, recheck it, and then send it. The second type of crime is your chatbox scams, in which AI chatbots actually impersonate customer support or bank officer or company representative. And the last one is your AI generated fake documents like PAN card, Aadhaar card, proof, your salary slip created by AI tools for fraud. So these all these kind of your common AI based threats are actually happening on daily basis. Specifically, I can speak like from India as well. Like there's a surveys also going on. So actually, India become a really big hub for these kind of AI generated scams. And believe me or not, a lot of like indie like your independent like students who are engineer students, they are also using these AI techniques to like scam someone internationally. So India is not only getting attacked, but Indians are also attacking others internationally also. So I think we are like, I can say, we proudly say like Indians are actually leading in some sphere. So the next kind of AI threat which we are facing nowadays are the deep fakes. Now it is a very dangerous, very dangerous sphere in which we are entering into. So I think everyone knows what are deep fakes. So these are very hyper realistic fake audio, video, and images actually created by using your deep learning techniques through AI, artificial intelligence. And they what they do, they impersonate deep fake videos of CEOs or official of or your family member. They also do reputational damage, like creating fake videos to defame individual or public figure or companies. So you might also seen in a Indian political system also, like the opposition party and the ruling party both are using, actually they are actually using deepfake sometimes to show like how other person as a joke, although their intentions were not to spread like fake news, both opposition and your ruling party, but what they are jibing on each other. So during jibing also they are using this deep fake AI, in which we can see your prime minister speaking something but he actually didn't speak, and where we can see the leader of opposition is speaking something but he never spoken that. It might be seems like very harmless and humorous and a joke or a meme in today's world, but it is a very serious concern also, because they might be using as a jibe of for each other, like throwing dirt on each other. But in reality, for common people, these kind of technologies has been used to scam them, to fraud them, to extort money from them. Then these very hyper realistic fake videos also, actually what it's creating, it is creating intimate videos of two people, and then they are asking for ransom also. So they are actually making the fake nudes of people by only using your pictures or your information. And then what they do, we will going to release it, you're going to be defamed in the society. Now lot of students, like after once you cross the age of 18, you might get a sense of independence, but you also know that if such kind of thing leaks also, it might hurt your reputation for a long time. You might also get like hurdles in getting jobs, and your parents also might think of that. They might don't know that whether it's fake or it's original, you, because sometimes parents are also very rigid to also understand it. So it created a lot of issues, and because of these scammers are actually asking ransom from a lot of youngsters as well. And I will tell you why they are targeting the youngsters or the people, why they are using such tool, what are the psychology behind it. And I will tell you in like 5 to 10 minutes why it is, and what are their psychology, what are the techniques they are using it. But be aware of it. And I will always ask my students also to keep your profile private, at least on Instagram, because nowadays what's happening, otherwise I think so the scammers are actually using can you listen me all now? Yeah, okay, perfect. So moving forward, now our third type of modern tool, I can say, which is heavily used nowadays by the cyber criminals, are the malwares. So what are malware? These are actually software which are designed to infiltrate, damage, or steal information from your devices. So what these malware do, they are like for ransom, for spyware, for these are for user Trojan and keyloggers and worm and viruses. So malware is basically a software which can be used in various ways to harm you at a digital platform. So let me give you some example of these malwares. So the first one, which is very popular and the famous, I hope so. I think a lot of people have you heard of Pegasus. So Pegasus is one of the very popular malware, which got popular in 2021 and 2020. It is an Israeli company made malware, and the Indian government also actually get accused of using it to spy on the on the opposition party and everything. Now, what happened? It is very hard to track who are the users of it and everything, because the Pegasus company denied of like giving the list of the clientels and everything. You cannot force them to do it. But the case went to the Supreme Court of India, and the case name was Manohar Lal Sharma versus Union of India. So you can write it down, this case. It is a very popular case. It is also famously known as Pegasus India case. Manohar Lal Sharma versus Union of India. So in this case, what happened then? It went to the Supreme Court. Ultimately, Supreme Court formed a committee which is now looking that whether this spyware has been used by the government of India or not, trying to find the traces of it. Still, it is in progress, and let's see what are the results are going to be. But if comes out with that government of India used this Pegasus device on its opposition or some of the media personality, then it's going to be huge blow to the government, because then it will become the uh, violation of right to privacy. And if you don't know, right to privacy was not the initially was not the part of Indian constitution. It was introduced in 2017 by case Puttuswamy versus Union of India case, which is famously also known as your Aadhaar card case. So in this case, Supreme Court laid down the principle of right to privacy very clearly. So if it comes into the light that the government of India used that Pegasus malware for spying on the opposition and other party, then it will be considered as a violation of right to privacy by the government of India. So let's see what is going to happen in it. And I actually lost touch with this particular case. I do not know whether the committee reaches some conclusion or not. Let me see it today, and I will let you know. The other example, a very famous example, which is not going to be heard from anyone else but except me, because I have done a research on this particular topic. And this case, right now, write a paper, and I'm waiting for it to be get published. So it is a HYS Labs I Spy proof of concept malware. So what is it? It is a very dangerous malware. What it does, it's an AI driven malware, one of its first kind. So what malware usually do, it will come into your software, it will take over your system, and extract the information whichever it wants to. Now, traditionally, the malwares can be stopped. Now, what unique about this I Spy is that this malware is AI driven. So whenever you wants to stop this particular malware, it changes its track. So it never goes out of your system. It always gonna remain in your system no matter what. So what it do, it changes personality again and again by if what it does, it reads users behavior. For example, if someone's introduce a malware in Asmi's computer, so if in morning what she usually do, she open laptop at 9, she goes read some news and da 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 da, etc., whatever her routine is, what it will do, it will read Asma's pattern. Now, according to the pattern, this malware changes course of action also. So if Asma wants to introduce a software to tackle this malware, Then that AI driven malware, the iSpy will get to know that Asma introduced a malware, and it changes itself and its routine, it's hide itself in the system. So it's become a very, very hard to detect this malware and to catch what this malware doing right now, where it is, what is its purpose. And now you will be asking, so sir, why this kind of a malware has been introduced in the market when it is so dangerous? So let me tell you, it's a proof of concept. So the proof of concept is that it is for limited use. The company made this malware just to show how dangerous AI driven malwares can be. The company claims it is not selling to any private organization or any person, or it is not selling the design or the concept how they design this malware, but it highlights the how dangerous AI driven malwares can be. Now coming forward to our next topic, the psychology of criminals. So what are some of the basic psychologies behind these criminals, why they like commit these crimes, what are the reasons behind it? So the one of the most common, I can say, is your financial gains, to earn money, to get rich, especially these syndicates, which I give you example for in Jantara in Jharkhand and Mewar in Rajasthan. So what these syndicates are formulated not with like rich brats. Okay, these people are not very rich. These people are coming from very humble backgrounds. They don't have so many resources and money, but what they have the technology or the brains to use your AI or your I will say internet or your IT stuff, and to make people fool out of it and earn money. So the main purpose of these hackers are always to earn money. What are the second is power and control. So some criminal actually enjoys your manipulating people, controlling the system, proving they are technologically superiors to others. So the power and the control thing is also exist in these criminals. Like they want to show something, they want to prove something, they want to earn the power, they want to show, see, we hacked the government website. Okay, so this psychological pattern is also observed in these cyber criminals. Then there are certain cyber crimes which are committed because of your revenge and personal grudges, especially defaming someone, especially making someone's MMS, leaking someone's MMS, or making someone's deep fake videos. So a lot of time these are done through grudges as well. There's an example also. There was a case in 2003. Right now I'm forgetting the case. I think it was Saida versus State of Mumbai. I'm forgetting the name, but yeah, it's 2003 case. So what happened in that particular case? I will tell you the facts. So there was a girl, and she actually denies the proposal to a boy to be get married. So what the boy did, he got like raised, like how she can deny me, like मैं तो इतना smart हूँ, इतना सुंदर हूँ, I deserve everything. So what he did, he hacked her computer and leaked her private pictures. So why he did this? He did it because of revenge. He want to take the revenge. He feel insulted at that very moment. So these cyber criminals also go through this kind of psychological disorder. I always consider revenge and personal grudges as psychological disorder. If you are a normal human being, like these are normal human emotions, we also feel very enraged sometime and very angry sometime, but we as a human should know how to control these emotions, because what it happens, it will not only burn you, it will burn others as well. Okay, so you if you are a civilized person, you should know how to control these emotions, but generally these cyber criminals don't. So people lot of time they do these kind of stuffs out of personal grudges. Another example, in on Instagram, you have seen like not Instagram, Reddit. How many of you are on Reddit? Let me ask this. Is anyone on Reddit? Everyone go and checked it, what is Reddit. Yes, okay, someone is. So on Reddit, you always gonna see there are some like pornography of some individual. There are some pornography stuff for females also. Those are leaked MMSs. So what are those? Those are and Reddit again. It is not actually available directly on Reddit. They are the ways and system and adult content also. Plus on Instagram as well, there are certain leaks on Facebooks, on Twitter, on X, now X. There are certain leaks of the I will say the private pictures and the photos and the videos of individuals. Why these specific crimes? Yes, Telegram also. Someone is absolutely correct. Telegram also. So what are these? These are actually done because of your emotions like revenge and personal grudges. Then there are ideological motivation, like your we call them hacktivism. Like activism, they are hacktivism. So some group actually wants to hack some political parties website. Some like they might have some social agenda, some religious agenda also. So they are what they are. They are idealistic people. They have certain ideology, and on base of that particular ideology, they commit these crime against the people, those who do not subscribe to those ideology. So I always, as a lawyers, you always should have certain ideologies like legal ethics and everything, responsibility towards society and all those stuff. But if we become very rigid to certain ideas, whether it's religious idea, whether it's political idea, where it's your wish, you can vote to any political party you want to vote, you can follow any religion you want to follow. But once you become very rigid and very idealistic, then what is start happening, you start seeing other person who do not subscribe to your ideology as your enemy. So what happened then, you might take certain actions to harm other person as well. This happens in the physical world, this happens also in the cyberspace also. Next is your thrill seeking and curiosity. Some people, especially your very young, I will say, IT students, sometimes they do out of thrill, they do sometimes out of peer pressure. Accessing to the dark web is actually prohibited. But I knew some of my friends from BTech also, although I'm a law professor, but I have mixed friends. So they used to access the dark web just for fun, just to show how like tech savvy they are and everything. So some people do out of curiosities as well. Next is the your behavior pattern. What are certain behavior pattern you can see in this cyber criminals? First is it boosts confidence under the garb of anonymity. So what happens? These cyber crimes never get done just by using your simple internet. They always going to use different tools like your VPN and etc. What VPN do, we all know, it can hide your location. So what this anonymity, what it gives a certain hiding, like your hiding room where you can hide and you can do whatever you want to do. So this anonymity gives these criminals certain confidence boost. So the tools like VPNs and so are very like dangerous also. These are not very good tools when it comes to the cyber crimes. We can see certain examples like how your hiding makes things worse as well in internet. For example, on social media, if you go on celebrities, especially female celebrities comment section, there are a lot of male who are sending the filthy messages. But how they are sending it, they are not sending from their original ID, they are sending from fake IDs. Wow, now what fake ID it does, it gives them anonymity, like no one can identify them. So what they are doing, they are getting confidence boost. So in the same way, these cyber criminals, those who conduct your financial frauds, your deep freight frauds, all those stuff, they also get confidence from these anonymity. Now I can see the time is running, so let me wrap it up fast. The second behavior, you're going to see high patience and planning. Now cyber crime take lot of planning, lot of patience. So these people are generally very patient, very calm. You can see they can wait for long time, because for data collection and doing social engineering it takes a lot of time. Then is your manipulation and social engineering skills. These people have usually have very manipulating skills. They actually exploit the emotions like your trust, fear, urgency, greed, your emotional vulnerability. So these people know how to do social engineering. Example, they use your fear. Everyone have a fear to be get arrested. So in last year we have seen there were a lot of cyber arrests, lot of fake cyber arrests, where a policeman, a individual sitting on his desk calling you and asking you like, if we arrested your son or your brother, now transfer the 50,000 rupees, we won't file an FIR. So what are they are using? They are using the emotion of fear and urgency, both. So see how good they are. They know what emotions control human the best. We all know that the fear and the urgency, not in the modern age but from traditionally, we can see in society, these kind of emotions actually control human pattern and human behavior. So they got a very good grasp how to get into people's skin. So this is the very good, actually this is very good skill. I must appreciate them. But we should use these skill for good of the society, for betterment of the society, but not for crimes. Now then, they are risk reward misjudgments. Many criminals actually believe that change of getting chance of getting caught in minimal, and especially in cross border operation are very less. So they thought like, if they are sitting in India, they can commit any crime in USA, and the chances of them getting arrested is very minimal. And it's also true, because tracking them is not easy. I already told you, they use anonymity, they use technologies like VPN and other stuff, where it becomes very hard to pinpoint them where they are sitting, especially for the government agencies. Because we all know, whether it's Indian government or government in USA, the technological development in the sphere of government sector take time as compared to the private sectors. So these are the certain behaviors, because of this they commit actually the cybercrime. These are the psychological, I will say, under points. These are the psychological points. These are certain techniques which they use to commit these cyber crimes in our cyberspaces. Now, thoughts, patterns, and their justification. Usually, the cyber criminal denies any responsibility. They say it didn't harm anyone physically, so why we are responsible? They deny actually injury. They can afford. They say that this particular person is rich. This bank is a rich. This person is a billionaire. So that's why we are doing a cybercrime against him. So it doesn't like harm anyone. Then they also do victim blaming also, where these people have the habit of saying that they should be much smarter, they should be much more aware, they should know how to like handle their stuff. So they do victim blaming as well. And they have a sense of superiority as well. They thought that they are intelligent than anyone else in the society. So once you get this kind of like very toxic patterns in yourself, so there's a high chances of you committing a crime. And that crime not only can be related to the cyberspace, but it can be related to even physical space. In physical space also, traditionally the criminals, those who commit the crimes, they actually some lot of time blame the victim. Especially if we can say in the like crimes against female, especially the rape cases, where we can see a lot of accused say it was the mistake of female, why she was wearing such a short dress. So this is a pattern in a human being. When they think that the crime which they are committing is not because of them, but because of the person who is, to whom against this crime is get committed. So it is not an psychological pointer in just cybercrime, but also in the traditional form of crime as well, where criminal thing like So the criminal usually have that same kind of setup and psychological setup. They also in traditional crime also they thought like they are very intelligent, they can outsmart the system also. So in lot of fine a lot of theft thieves, those who do like your normal theft at house and all those stuff, they say like no one is going to caught us, we are very smart, we are covering our face and everything, but they somehow get caught because there are CCTVs now. So it's not like that, like you always smart and you're going to outsmart the system. But yeah, until unless there will be no changes in the system, only till then you can, I will say, misuse these technology. Once I think system reboots itself, changes itself, then it's become very hard for these criminals to commit such crimes. Now, coming to the next psychological pattern is okay. The common personality trait in cyber criminals, they are very high technically skilled. They have low empathy, desire for recognition. They are impulsive. There are a lot of young offenders also. Manipulative tendency, risk-taking attitude, and isolation or social withdrawals. So these are certain behaviors these offenders exhibit those who commit the cybercrime. Now, before coming to the next topic, which is the digital hygiene, golden rule for safe internet use, I have a question. Okay, so of which age group commits the most cybercrime? Which age group? Very specific. Yeah, yes, youngster, correct. 18 to 25. Now, those who have. Now, why they commit these lot of cyber crimes? Now, they do not, might not commit crimes related to finances and everything, but they might be committing a sexual harassment on a cyberspace for a female and all this stuff. Why they do these stuff? Even sharing a pornography in India is considered as a cybercrime because it is offense in under the IT Act to sharing the pornography material to someone else. Why they do it? The one reason is the lack of knowledge that they are committing a crime. Yeah, someone said to become a cool. Yeah, generally they want to become a cool, but more than the cool is the lack of knowledge. They do not know that they are committing a cybercrime. So they usually commit these kind of cybercrimes also. So this is also one category which I didn't mention in the PPT, but yeah, it is there. Next is your how to safeguard ourselves. Let me go through it very fast. First, we should use a strong and unique password. Please do not use 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Always use mixed passwords with at the rate hashtag. Use complex password and do not use the same password for I will say every platform. Like please do not use XYZ for your banking account and for your Facebook and Instagram account as well. So please kindly try to. Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. Now it's good. So please try to have different password for different platforms always. Next is your enable multi-factor authentic mechanisms. So now there are a lot of applications which use additional verification also, not only OTP. So what you can do, you can put your fingertips, you can use your face scanning mechanism also. So use those technologies, please, for your login passwords as well. So it is always good to add additional safety. Again, the next suggestion, which I already told you, think before you click. Please do not click on every URL or link which you receive in your mail or SMS. It can be from someone hacker. Always check the authenticity of the sender before clicking on that particular link. Then update your device regularly. Please keep updating. Please keep installing your new software which will help you to deal with these kind of cyber attacks. Next, please avoid yes, it's very important. Please always carry some cash with you. I'll tell you why. Because it happened with me recently, and you must be all be. It's very ironic. Like I am giving the lecture on how to do cyber security, cyber safety, and everything, and what not to do. But I actually recently did the same mistake. So what happened? I went to the Starbucks and I forget to bring my wallet with me. So I just try to pay it through your normal UPI mechanism. But what happened over there? Then I have Airtel. Now Airtel connection was bad over there, so I was unable to pay for the coffee through UPI. Then I was like, what shall I do? I do not have any cash. I already ordered a coffee. I have to pay. So what I did, I used their Wi-Fi to pay the money. So I did this mistake. Please, you guys don't do it, because these public Wi-Fi's are actually monitored. So they can monitor the password which you are putting in your while making the payments also. So please don't do it. Don't use public Wi-Fi's to make the payments. Always avoid that. Always, like, there can be some technical glitches. So always keep some cash with you. If not too much, keep 1,000 to 2,000 cash with you and the UPI, because it's always beneficial. It's the additional safety which you always carry with yourself. Do not use, again, do not use public Wi-Fi's to make payments. Next, what you shall do is please verify unknown callers and messages, check app permission, back up your data regularly, beware of oversharing on social media. Yes, today's generation for you guys, please do not overshare on social media. Please, yeah, I know. I also love to put my party pictures on Instagram when I like dress really nicely and everything. But this much is good. Okay, do it, but do not overshare it, because generally our passwords actually come from the things which we know the most. Like, please do not share with random people what is your favorite color, what is your mother's name, what is their date of birth. What happens usually, we make passwords from these stuffs which we know very closely. We sometimes put our mother's name as our password, sometimes we put our brother's name as a password, sometimes we put their date of birth as a password. So share stuff on social media, enjoy social media freely, enjoy every stuff over there. Please just don't overshare over it. Beware how much you need to share. You have to be very intelligent with this. Then install trusted security softwares. Please log out and log in your devices properly, and report suspicious activity immediately. If you face like if you suspect anything, you can contact to NCRP, which is your National Cyber Reporting Portal, or you can call on a helpline number which is 1930. So they will able to help you immediately. Now, some of the key cyber laws every trainer must know. I think you all should know these certain laws. Do we have time? Ask me, do we have time?
Yes, sir. We have time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I try to wrap it. I know it's already 8. You all want to go for a party or something. It's Friday night, so I get that. So I will try to wrap it up. So the first law which you all should know is the IT Act. Please go through it. It might be old, it might be outdated, but still it is India's principal cyber law. Specifically go and check out section 43, section 66, 66D, C, E, F, section 67, section 67A to see it, but it is now no more the part of IT Act. It has been struck down by the Supreme Court of India in Shreya Singhal versus Union of India case. But I want you to go and look it out for this section also. And then your section 69, 69A, 72 and 72A, please go and check it out, these laws. These are very important laws and sections which you all should see. Then you should go and see specific sections related to digital offenses like cheating, fraud, criminal intimidation, extortion, defamation, stalking in BNS, which was your IPC. Now is your Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. BNS. Please go and look it out. These sections also you should be aware about these section. Then please go and read your DPDPA Act, which is your Personal Data Protection Act of 2023, which is specifically introduced for the safeguard of your personal data, and how much a company should use your data, how much you should not use it. Then please kindly check it out. Then there are Grid in Guidelines 2022. Please see these. Then there is IT Code of 2021. See those also. Then your cyber policy framework, please see this. Then there's your National Cyber Security Policy 2013. Then please go and see the website of I4C, Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. It is the headquarters from which your entire cybersecurity rules and regulations carried out. Even the fun fact is NCRP, which is your national portal on which you can register your crime, is actually introduced by I4C, which is introduced by the ministry. Okay, so please go and check it out those. Then your national now, yes, coming to the next topic. What is National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, NCRPC? So what is this portal? So I have given the link, so please go check it out on this link. Again, I told you it is launched by Ministry of Home Affairs under your Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, I4CU. The purpose of this portal is to report cybercrime anytime from anywhere, to assist law enforcement agencies in tracking and investigating cases, and to standardize cybercrime reporting across India. Now, types of crimes you can report on NCRP are your cyber financial frauds, your cyber harassment and exploitation fraud, identity theft and account hacking, and other online crimes like your fake profile, online job scam, malicious apps, and fraudulent websites. So on these topics, you can go and report on NCRP. So what NCRP can do? NCRP then refer your case to your state division. So then the state division will look after that particular case as well. You can also go to, like, there are every state also have now a cyber cell also, where you can report the cybercrime as well. Delhi have it. Okay, UP have it. So they, every state themselves also have on the state level have cyber reporting mechanisms as well. Although there's an issue in this reporting system, so I'll give you an example. Okay, I'll give you example in a little bit. Let me complete the PPT because I think it's already 8. Now, how to file a complaint on NCPRC? So there are 5 steps. Please visit this on URL, then choose report cybercrime, select the category, then fill detail, upload evidence, and receive an acknowledgement and tracking number. Then once you receive your tracking number, you can go anytime, and there's a section of tracking your report, and you can click on that particular and put your tracking number in it, and you can see what is the update and what are the actions has been taken so far. So you can do this. Then another helping mechanism is your helpline number 1930. It is a real-time emergency support system for victims for specifically online financial fraud. So please write down this number. It will help you greatly. The quicker you call on this number, it is very easy for them to help you, because it becomes really easy to track the cybercrime immediately, as compared to reporting them after a week or month. Then it becomes very harder. So please try to call these emergency number as soon as possible. And I specifically put the so this is the website, or I think you all can see it's your national cybercrime reporting portal. So here you can register a claim. Over here, once you click it, it will open it, and you can go and do all the necessary stuff, which is it asks. Please upload the evidence and all the stuff. Write your complaint very nicely and thoroughly. Then you can there's a track your complaint section also. So once you register your complaint, you can go and click on this link and track your complaint as well. And This is the portal of I4C. I will suggest highly, please go at least check their websites, and you might find something much more interesting, which I'm not able to. And please kindly share if you find something interesting and new on their website. So it's always good in community to share knowledge and stuff. It's not always about that it is the responsibilities of faculties to share the knowledge, but it is also the responsibility of the students and the participants and the younger generation to teach us the technology. Although in academicians are usually very bad with the technology, so we rely on our students. So do one thing, please go do research, do go and do thorough research on these websites and try to see the loopholes on it also. So yes, and this is the end, and thank you so much. And the last thing also, yes, the reporting. What is the issue in the uh, once you go for cybercrime reporting? So personally, I faced that. So what happened in 2021? My sister's phone has been snatched from her hand. So we filed a cyber complaint on your Delhi government's website, and the biggest, I think, the loophole is that after once you report on that website, you have to go and physically visit the police station as well. I think this mechanism should be avoided. I think once I think it's for my sister is just a phone, but for another victims it can be a huge things. So I personally believe that this procedure of a of victim to going to the police station also physically also get registered also, I don't think so. I think it's a very unnecessary step. I think the police station should automatically get the report and they should start working on it. So yes, this is the one I think drawback which I noticed from personal experience as well. So now I think please the platform is open for the questions. Please feel free to shoot some questions.
Thank you so much, sir, for this enlightening session. This session has a strong foundation for the upcoming sessions. We are now opening the floor for the questioning. Participant, please drop your question in the chats. If you wish to speak, raise your hands and I will call you one by one. We will take as many questions as time allows.
Yes, there's a question. So it was a really wonderful session, but I found few problem like jurisdictional aspects while filing cybercrime. Is there any solution for that one, sir? Yes, it's a huge issue to determine the jurisdiction, especially filing a case, especially when it comes to the international case. So right now there are certain mechanisms also, like if it's in India. So if like suppose example, uh, if the cyber criminal is from Bihar and you are in Delhi, so the question will be what will be the jurisdiction, the state jurisdiction, and all those stuff will come into the picture. So the best place to report your file will be your national portal, not your state portal. Okay, now what it will happen, it will filter it out, it will decide by itself. And plus jurisdiction in itself is a huge concept. Okay, there is pecuniary, your monetary jurisdiction, there is your original jurisdiction, there is your geographical jurisdiction. So there's a different types of jurisdiction in law as well. And I think this question is absolutely correct, but to answer this question is going to take so much time. So I think we can conduct a specific session on jurisdictional issue in cybercrime. So I think that's it's a good topic, which we shall cover this topic. I think it is a good topic, but right now actually it's going to take a lot of time to dwell in it. But yeah, there are mechanisms. The courts actually come on a very harmonizing grounds as well in these kinds of situations, especially if we talk about the courts in India in itself. But when it's come to the international jurisdictions, then it becomes really huge issue. Um Anyway, international private law is it's also known as law of conflicts. Why it is known as law of conflicts? Because there is a jurisdictional issue. So when it comes to the international jurisdiction determination, no matter how much you will harm, there will always going to be an issue with the jurisdiction. There are certain provisions like there are certain ruling of LCIA which talks about how jurisdictions should be determined, but then LCI's jurisdictional principles are heavily biased because it is based on UK judgments. Now, UK judgments determining international jurisdictions came from its own interests as well. So I will tell you a very fascinating example. Okay. So, so there was a case in international law for determining the jurisdiction, and was a case between Nicaragua and United Kingdom, and the case is related to the arbitration. Now the question came, the issue arises, and the issue of jurisdiction came, like which country gonna have the jurisdiction? Is it going to be the Latin American country or it is going to be United Kingdom? So the UK court gave the judgment the jurisdiction will going to be United Kingdom because the letter on which the person received the information has the stamp of UK post. So these kind of very like when we talk about international jurisdiction, so it becomes very complicated, and it is just not only related to the cyber crimes but in general, and it will take, like I will say, to understand this topic thoroughly. Personally, it took me more than a year to understand it because I have done my master's in ADR in itself, which was actually a lot of related to your international private law, in which jurisdictional issues came, and it is a complex subject, but yeah, we can do a small good session on it. Next question, phone default security system. Okay, thank you. Someone raises a hand, Siddharth Singh Narula.
Greetings of the day, sir.
Good
So
evening,
my
Siddharth.
question, so my question is the threat of quantum computing baking the current asymmetric encryption is often discussed. What specific and practical system or
But,
step,
but एक minute, which computing?
sir, quantum computing?
Quantum. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, what specific and practical steps should an organization be taking today? For example, the post-quantum cryptography immigration to prevent the data harvested today from being disrupted in 5 to 10 years.
So when we talk about quantum computing in itself, so it is still on a developing stage, if I am not wrong. Correct, Siddharth?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. It didn't become a reality till now. Like in artificial intelligence, it is reality. So we can predict a lot of threats right now, but when it comes to the quantum computing, we still seeing certain like the AI, like the biasness, like we talk about your coding biasness, your human biasness coming into the artificial intelligence. So these kind of issues can be come into your computing, your this new coming upcoming technology as well. But right now, I think it is still on developing stage. I think it's very soon to say what are the some challenges, because the challenges we start talking about the artificial intelligence in itself become reality in 2020 or 2021 to when ChatGPT and all those stuff start coming into the picture. So let's wait and watch. Plus, I still need to study on this particular topic. To be very honest, I didn't go through very deeply on this subject. My specialization right now is artificial intelligence in itself, and your international humanitarian law with the cyber law and human rights. But this technology, I still need to study, and only once I study it very thoroughly and properly, and what are the issues can be came into the future, only then I'll be able to answer you very properly. So it will be not be very like I will not give you the wrong answer just because I do not know something. So it's always good to acknowledge that if when you don't know. So I know a little bit about it, but not in such depth, so I can answer your question right now. Thank you, Siddharth.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Next. Any other question? No, I think it was in like Kafi. I try to explain in the simple terms in technology, in like terms and way. Let's see. Really, I have very. Okay, can you repeat the name of the malware? Which malware? There were two. One was Spegagus malware, and there was another one which is related to your iSpy, iSpy proof of concept malware, which was HYAS Labs, which was HY Infolinks subsidiary company. So it's a proof of concept. So please remember that Pegasus is a malware which is already in the market, which anyone can buy. Generally, not you and me can go and ask the company to please kindly sell us this malware. We cannot buy it, but the governments and the big organizations they can buy it. But the HYABS, your I Spy malware, it cannot be brought right now, according to the company. These are the claims of the company. They are not selling it. Where we can get the feedback from. Okay. The unknown one. What is this? The unknown one. I think Priyansha, I told you the name of both. Let me type the name. Wait. This is not unknown, but this is not widely known. This is all actually known by only, I think Pegasus is very common, but this iSpy is not very common name. It's not very common like in public domain so much. Okay, I think we should end the session now.
Thank you so much, sir, for addressing the questions with such clarity. This session has already reshaped how trainers understand the digital risk. With that, day one comes to a close. On behalf of Naksh Foundation and CyberShield, we extend a sincere gratitude to Mr. Sumar Malik for delivering an insightful and engaging foundation session. His clarity and real world examples have given all of us a strong beginning to this journey. To every participant, your focus and questions and enthusiasm have shaped the energy for today's session. This commitment is exactly what will carry us through the next 5 days as we grow into a confident cyber awareness trainer. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., we shift our attention to one of the most sensitive and critical area of cyber safety, that is protecting the school children online. You will receive the reminder and the link well in the time. Until then, stay aware, stay curious, and keep strengthening the shield. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much and good night and best of luck to all the students. I think this is the end of the session coming on. So I think you all been going to be start going to prepare for the examinations as well. So best of luck for that, I think. And happy and Merry Christmas in advance and Happy New Year as well. So best of luck for your future and exams. Good night. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Can you please share the feedback form?